Well, today's video is about being perfect, as is my newsletter. And I want you to think for just a moment. Do you think you are perfect? I know it probably sounds silly, but there are a lot of people that really think they're perfect. They can do no wrong. They are the golden child. They're God's gift to humanity. Well, there's a lot of deluded people in the world, so we can't help that. But striving for excellence motivates you. Striving for perfection is really demoralizing. If you try always to be perfect in everything, you're going to have a pretty miserable life for your time here on earth. Success comes from doing things that you don't want to do sometimes. Many times it is what you want to do, which is great. But there are a lot of times it's not what you want to do. Well, it doesn't matter if it's a family friend, co-worker, boss, someone at school. It really doesn't matter who these people are. If they think they're perfect, they're wrong. If you strive for perfection, let me give you this little saying. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. Makes a lot more sense to me. If you waited until everything was perfect, no one could find fault with you. You'd never get anything done. So, years ago, I used to be a perfectionist. I had to get over it. I had a wiser man than me tell me one time, Joseph, what is your problem? How come you can't get this done? Other people are getting this particular item done. Why are you taking so long? Well, I was trying to get it, and I came up with all kinds of excuses. Ultimately, the true word was I was trying to be perfect. I didn't want to have any faults. I didn't want to have anybody look at me and say, oh, man, did you see what a sorry job he did? Why is he even still at this company? My friend that advised me, he was very successful, he was a multimillionaire. He said, you can't wait around to do things perfect, but you can do things well. Work for excellence, not perfection. Well, that made sense to me. I thought, I was taking hours on something that should have took me 30 minutes. He said, being productive is part of living life. Being perfect is impossible. The only perfect man we ever knew about was crucified. So don't even try. Work for excellence. Do what you do the best you can do it. I took that to heart, and that's what I've done for the last, oh boy, almost 50 years now. I know there's moments that all of us have felt superior to somebody else because we can do something they can't do, or we can do something better than somebody else. Well, that's great. However, there's things that they can do better than you. Every one of us has talents, skills, aptitudes in an area that makes us better than someone else. Everybody is not equal. That is probably the stupidest comment I've ever heard in my whole life. Everybody ought to be equal. No, everybody ought to be the best they can be. If you have a physical problem or mental glitch, have you ever seen some of the things that people with autism can do? Some of them are incredibly brilliant. All of them have a talent that they're very, very good at. Why is that? A normal person, like most of us, would look and say, oh, those poor people. Yes, In many ways, you can look at it that way. But how about look at these skills that they have that none of us normal people can even hope to achieve? I think it's because of one focus. I've never been a one focused person. So to me, their skill is tremendous. However, I don't want to be that way. I'm glad that I can globalize and do many things at one time. However, I can't come close to the abilities that these so-called handicapped people have. In my book, they aren't handicapped. They are superior in that area. Whatever you do, whatever you're good at, pursue it. That is God's gift, skill, aptitude He has put inside of you for you to utilize. Use it. We think it's something wrong with people that want to be perfect, and yes, in a way, there is something wrong. They're wanting to be so ideal in whatever it is they're trying to achieve that nobody can find fault with them. Well, sorry to tell them, concert pianists who are beyond extraordinary beat themselves up if they miss a note because they have to be perfect. They're so one focused. They have to be perfect if they're concert pianists. There's nobody on the planet that can do what they do. But if they miss a note, oh, it's the end of the world. Oh, how horrible. It's not the end of the world, and it's not horrible. But to them, it is, because they're striving to be perfect. We aren't perfect. We're not going to be perfect. And neither are the concert pianists. I'm going to read this little blip from the Bible, Proverbs 16:18. First pride, then the crash. The bigger the ego, the harder the fall. Does that sound like somebody trying to be perfect, wanting everything just so? That's ego. It's not striving for excellence. Striving for excellence is to be the best you can be. Striving to be perfect is ego. So, read my newsletter. Enjoy it. I hope if you haven't a subscription to it, go to www.astepabove.life. I know you'll see how much it costs to subscribe. However, if you put in the subject of your email, the Rev said free, you'll get my newsletter for free every week, every time I send it out. Also, I want to remind you guys about the Step Above handmade soaps that we've got for our trip to Romania. This is what the calm looks like. I've got it out, so I'll be calm. Oh man, awesome aroma. Anyhow, these are great. $10 a piece. It's a bargain if you've gone into any stores that make handmade essential oil soaps. Also, I want to remind you guys about our mouse pad. Whoops. Probably should put it right side up. It's a little motivational piece to keep you going while you're sitting around working on a computer or playing on a computer. To think about. I write down my goals and I review them daily. Also, remember our Dream and Success Journal. Oh man, I'll have to get used to doing this. Your future is created by you. Cool little book. Put stuff in it. Stuff that you want to do. Stuff you want to accomplish. Put a time limit on these things. You know, a goal without a timeline is just a dream. I heard Robert Herjavec off of the Shark Tank say that. Stuck in my mind. And it's true. If you have a goal, but you have no timeline to get it done, you just put it off, put it off, put it off. If you're going to If you want to exercise and lose that weight this year and get that slim, trim body or muscular body or whatever it is, start exercising. Get on the treadmill or the glider or lift weights. You don't have to go in there and do it for 5 hours like some of these guys are bodybuilders and that's all they do. Do it for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. If you want to make it bigger, do 2 10-minute segments. If you want to do more, do 3 10-minute segments throughout the day. Doesn't strain you, doesn't hurt you, definitely will help you. I can attest to that. I'm 68 years old, and that little exercise program that I do has given me strength, given me energy. I feel better, and hopefully I look better. Anyway, this is the Internet Pastor, J. Wesley Booth, the Rev, praying that you will make this a banner year for you and your family.